prepare to be transported back to a golden age of beauty and style. Gina Lollobrigida's rare vintage beach and fashion moments are absolutely breathtaking and showcase timeless elegance that remains stunning even today. Stay until the very end because the most gorgeous vintage photos are still coming, and you absolutely cannot miss these precious glimpses into fashion history. Gina Lollobrigida was one of the most beautiful and photographed women of her era, and these rare vintage beach and fashion moments capture her at her absolute best. What makes these images so special is not just their beauty but also their rarity and historical significance. These photos document a time when fashion and beauty were approached differently, and seeing them now provides a window into vintage glamour that feels both nostalgic and inspirational. The combination of natural beauty, classic styling, and timeless locations creates images that remain stunning decades later. The vintage beach moments captured in these rare photos show beach fashion and beach photography from a different era. The swimwear styles, while modest by current standards, were considered quite daring for their time and showcase how beach fashion has evolved. Gina wore these vintage beach pieces with such confidence and natural grace that the photos remain beautiful and appealing even with changing fashion standards. The classic cuts and timeless styling create looks that don't feel dated despite being from a different era. What makes these beach photos particularly stunning is the natural beauty and genuine joy visible in so many images. Gina wasn't just posing for cameras, she was genuinely enjoying beach time, and that authentic happiness shines through beautifully. The smiles are real, the energy is positive, and the overall feeling is one of someone truly living and enjoying beautiful moments. This authenticity is part of what makes these vintage photos so appealing even now. The fashion moments beyond beach settings show Gina in various stunning outfits that represent the height of fashion for her era. Elegant gowns with classic silhouettes, sophisticated daywear that showcases vintage styling at its best, glamorous evening wear that captures old Hollywood glamour. Each fashion moment documents what style and elegance looked like during golden age of cinema. These rare photos serve as valuable historical documentation of fashion evolution. The locations featured in these vintage photos add historical and aesthetic interest to the collection. Beach settings that might look very different now, European locations captured during specific historical periods, classic Hollywood settings, all these environments provide context and enhance the vintage appeal of the photos. The settings themselves are often as interesting as the fashion and beauty being showcased. The photography style in these vintage images reflects the techniques and aesthetics of their era. Black and white photos have a timeless quality that makes them feel artistic and classic. Color photos from the period have distinctive qualities different from modern digital photography. Understanding these photos as products of their time adds to appreciating their beauty and significance. The confidence and natural poise Gina displayed in all these photos, whether beach or fashion moments, demonstrates timeless qualities that transcend any particular era. True confidence and grace never go out of style, and seeing these qualities captured in vintage photos reminds us that some aspects of beauty and style are eternal. The way she carried herself would look just as impressive today as it did when the photos were first taken. Make absolutely sure you watch until the very end to see all these rare and precious vintage beach and fashion moments. If you appreciate vintage beauty and classic style, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more incredible vintage content. Comment below sharing your thoughts on these stunning vintage photos, and share this video with anyone who loves classic Hollywood glamour and timeless beauty.